Friends in Christ, Pastor Brian here. Community is defined as a unified body of individuals, a group linked by a common policy, goals, beliefs, ideas, a group of people who are in relationship with one another. Now, community is what God calls us into from the very beginning. In Genesis 2:18, God says, "It is not good that the man should be alone." And if that doesn't convince you, then what about the Harvard study of adult development? This study has been going on for 85 years and has been investigating what makes people flourish. It's followed 724 participants and their descendants, having them fill out a question about every 2 years. It is the longest longitudinal study on human life ever done. And their conclusion is that positive relationships keep us happier, healthier, and help us live longer. Period. Community. Community is built through shared experiences as well as shared values, beliefs, and ideas. It is made up of many individual relationships, but these relationships have to be nurtured. They take time and attention. And so as we go through this year of 2023, I would invite you to grow in your relationship with one another as a community of believers that is St. John. To join us for shared events, like our Lenten midweek services and the Lenten soup suppers, the study. To find those St. John members who live near you and invite them to join you for supper, dessert, coffee, a barbecue when the weather clears. We would love to host interest group meetings here at the church so that you can find other folks who like to play board games or fix cars, make cards, play video games, or whatever hobby or interest that you have. And as we spend time getting to know one another, we will become happier people. Our unity will grow. And as we share experiences with one another and learn the uniqueness of each of our stories and gifts, as we do that, we will better respond to the needs of our own members and also better respond to our call to be the hands and feet of Christ in the world. God calls human beings into relationship. The commandments themselves are mostly focused on how we live our lives with one another. There are 7 that focus on that rather than our relationship with God. There's only 3 there. Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount says our relationships with one another and keeping those healthy is the first thing to attend to, even before worshiping God. And Jesus points us in that direction because God knows that when we are in these healthy communities, our lives will be happier and more complete, that our lives will be fuller and more abundant than life lived on our own, that we will be more who God has created and called us to be. And who are we to argue with God? God's blessings.